there has been some large updates on the story of LMAOBox, and since my last video on the matter, some interesting events occurred. After the first ban wave, and after everyone, including myself, thought the project was finished, we all thought TF2 would be safe again, but this was not the case. In a rush for damage control, moderator of the LMAOBox forum, Wilson, explained that the post claiming the end of the development was false, and was posted by another who had access to this account. And of course they wouldn't stop. LMAOBox Premium costs $20, and there were thousands using this hack. Unfortunately, there is money to be made here, and as long as that's there, they will continue. To further the point, the actual LMAOBox owner conducted a Q&A session on the forums, stating LMAOBox was in maintenance mode. According to LMAOBox, the VAC team purchased the cheats and worked it into their software, resulting in the ban. Throughout the posts, all moderators reiterated that LMAOBox would be updated soon, and it was after the ban, because on May 4th, LMAOBox went back to being undetected, and the update was released shortly after. Amazingly though, on the 24th of May, a second wave of bans went through. And following the bans, the creator claimed the wave had to be some delayed bans or bans from a different cheat. However, according to others, this was on alternate accounts opened in the middle of May, so this may not be a delayed ban wave. In response, the LMAOBox site disabled logins to collect information. However, the donate button is still active at the time of writing. And remember, this is all that matters. LMAOBox will always exist if there is money to be made, and even with these bans, people will continue using the hack. And even though I won't tell anyone what to do, realize that Valve is on top of this. And for anyone that has been paying attention to Valve in the recent teases of future updates, they have a large plan for cheaters, and it is not over for LMAOBox or any hack. So realize, no matter what the forum moderators tell you, you will get banned eventually. Valve is actually appearing to work on all games now, both large and small, especially with the unexpected attention with TF2 and the very expected attention with Dota 2. As a few days ago, Valve released the International 6 Battle Pass, and with it comes more than I've ever seen with any Valve update in history. As usual, the goal is to level up the pass as high as possible to receive many exclusive items and even a physical reward, and the new ability to play Plinko. I had an entire video written on the International, however, due to a personal emergency, I missed my own crazy self-imposed deadline, so I scrapped it. And plus, I still have a lot to learn with this game. Just look, I'm terrible. But I've been practicing, and I'm aiming to cover Dota by the next major update. What I will cover, however, is the second annual Dota 2 short film contest, where entrants can win cash prizes and have their film screened during the International. Interestingly enough, this year's rules allow for more variety outside of source filmmaker. So cartoons, live actions, and maybe even puppets are allowed, and it will be interesting to see the winning entries. Also in the realm of Dota 2, on the 23rd of May, Valve released the beta support for the Vulkan API. Now, remember, this is in beta. However, it is somewhat of a distinguishing feature to have Dota 2 be the first free-to-play game to ever offer Vulkan support. And this is a great technical improvement to see, especially with Source 2, somewhat similar to the technical feat pulled by Valve with VR. As many know, Valve was one of the first major game companies to seriously research VR tech. They started so early, in fact, that according to Alan Yates, a senior engineer at Valve, Oculus Rift's consumer model, although containing its own technologies such as computer vision-based camera tracking, is almost a complete copy of an earlier 1080p Steam site prototype Valve lent to Oculus. Whether or not history will remember Valve as the forefather of consumer VR tech, it is clear that Oculus wasn't. Another feat for Valve. However, not all is currently well in the company, as according to Polygon on the 24th, Valve is currently being sued for $3.1 million by a former translation employee. The employee, who is only identified with the initials AM, says that following a gender reassignment surgery, a superior would refer to her as an it, along with claiming to be fired for bringing up the fact that Valve is exploiting volunteers for free translation work, related to the recent shutdown of an entire language of the Steam translation server. However, for you to be able to form your own opinion, I have linked the court documents used in this lawsuit down in the description below. I didn't leak them or anything, they were already on the Polygon article, but I recommend reading them if you want to form your own opinion. Valve has not commented on the matter as of yet, and this is expected. Along with wanting to keep radio silence when in a lawsuit to avoid any words being used against them, Valve is a very secretive company. Further proven by the fact that Valve has successfully dodged questions about the long-awaited Half-Life 3 for 10 years now. This week marks the announcement of Episode 3, and even though Episode 2 was released less than 9 years ago, it is still far too long for any official information on this highly anticipated game. A great video was put together by Crowcats, showing every video mention of Half-Life 3 by Gabe Newell. However, this is not even close to all the information or mentions that exist, and that is where I will come in. I am currently working on 2 different videos for the occasion, and I want to know which one I should make first. Either A comprehensive history of Half-Life 3, a retrospective of every bit of information ever given from Episode 3's announcement until now. Think like my old Everything You Need to Know series, only not total crap. Or B, where Half-Life 3 is, a speculation video attempting to tell the story after the release of the Orange Box up until now, and explaining everything Valve was doing to get to this point, using things I've learned about the company from past large projects and publicly known fact, along with a large amount of speculation. This video is more of a fun little exercise to create a timeline of the known events from 2007 until now, to be able to predict the point where Episode 3 was cancelled and the possible point where Half-Life 3 started development. And yes, just let me be very upfront, this video will contain a lot of speculation. So for anyone that is interested in voting on either one of these videos to be made first, this will be given to the patrons, and the winner will be out before the end of the month, hopefully. So if you want to participate, feel free to check out the Patreon down below, and if you feel like supporting it, you will be able to pick on the video I make next. Anyways, that was all the stuff that Valve has done over the last 2 weeks. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.